May I have a volunteer to light a candle? Yes. Yes, sir. We have one more candle. Let's sit down. Sadhu. Sadhu. Sadhu.
Dear spiritual friends, before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
The three refuges.
Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Next page. 5 precepts.
Anaripata veramani sikkha අදින්නාදානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි කාමේසු මිච්ඡාචාරා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි මුසාවාදා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි සුරාමේරය මජ්ජ අමාදට්ඨානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි.
The opposite page. Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
ඉතිපිසෝ භගවා අරහං සම්මා සම්බුද්ධෝ විඤ්ඤාචරණ සම්පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්මසාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති.
Homage to the Dhamma.
ස්වාග්ඛාතෝ භගවතා ධම්මෝ සම්දිට්ඨිකෝ අකාලිකෝ ඒහි පස්සෙකෝ ඕපනයිකෝ පච්චත්තං වේදිතම්බෝ විඤ්ඤෝ හීති.
Homage to the Sangha.
සුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතු සාවක සංඝෝ උජුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතු සාවක සංඝෝ ඥායපටිපන්නෝ භගවතු සාවක සංඝෝ සාමීචි පටිපන්නෝ භගවතු සාවක සංඝෝ යදිදං චත්තාරි පුරිස යෝගානි අන්ත පුරිස පුංගලා ඒස භගවතු සාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනියෝ පාහුනියෝ දක්ඛිනියෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤක් කෙත්තං ලෝකස්සාති සාදු සාදු සාදු.
Next page. Offerings. Offering of light.
ඝනසාරම්පදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදංසිනා තිලෝක දීපං සම්බුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමෝනුදං.
Offering of incense.
ගන්ධ සම්භාර යුත්තේන ධූපේනහං සුගන්ධිනා පූජයේ පූජනීයං තං පූජා භාජන මුත්තමං.
Offering of flowers.
වන්නගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සම්පතින් පූජයාමි මුනිං දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරුහේ පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන නේන පුඤ්ඤේන මේතේන ලබාමි මොක්ඛං උප්පං මිලායාති යතා ඉදං මේ කායෝ තථායාති විනාශ භාවං.
Offering of water.
ආදිවාසේතු නොබන්තේ පානීයං පරිකම්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Offering of drinks.
ආදිවාසේතු නොබන්තේ ගිලාන පංචයං ඉමං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Worship of shrines.
වන්දාමි චේතියං සම්බං සම්බඨානේ සුපතිට්ඨිතං සාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධිං බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං සදා. සාදු සාදු සාදු.
Next page. Wish of well-being.
sandan vipulan alantan tansanu palime hatante rayo
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the linchpin in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as they smith remove the rust from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Switch on. Let us together practice loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing. And let us take a moment to reflect on this moment that we all have gathered here together and to support each other to do this cultivation of the mind, the training of the mind. Our mind is always being trained, being conditioned, whether we like or not. But most of the conditionings and trainings we have got in our mind are unplanned or unconscious conditions. But right now, with this effort, purposeful effort, we are going to train our mind in a wholesome way, cultivating the loving kindness and the mindfulness. So take a moment to rejoice. And right now, we are gradually shaping our mind and conditioning our mind in a wholesome qualities. And rejoice this opportunity, rejoice your own decision to come here, rejoice your effort to be here, and make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make use of this wholesome space, this gathering, this guidance, and I will engage in a committed practice. With that determination, listen to the sound of the bell and the chant and settle your mind into this moment. Try to feel your body wherever it is touching now. Try to feel whatever sensation you can feel with your clothes and stay in your body throughout the bell and the chant.
Dear spiritual friends, you just listen to the chanting Namo Buddhaya, which means pay homage to the Buddha, the supreme teacher. Namo Buddhaya. The chanting is still resounding in your mind. Listen to your mind. With that soothing sound of chanting, let's settle down right here in this present moment. Be in this present moment and right here. You are in sitting posture. You can adjust your body into a comfortable meditative posture. For better meditation, how you are keeping your body is important and useful. You better keep your upper body somewhat upright, chin somewhat parallel to the floor. Both palms are resting on your lap, right palm on the top of left palm. Your both eyes are closed gently. In this posture, meanwhile, the meditation, if you feel any pain, any ache, or any pressure anywhere in your body, and if you feel you want to move or change the posture, your body, you can do it mindfully and slowly. Otherwise, try your best to keep this motionless posture during the meditation. Now, take a moment to feel your entire body, how you are keeping your body. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers, feel the entire body and relax your body. Relax your body. Relax your body. Where you can feel more closely in your body, maybe the clothes that you are wearing, how they are touching your body. Feel that touching sensation. Or how your body meets the cushion or the chair where you are sitting on, how the muscles are pressed there. Feel that pressing sensation. Feel the entire body. Your feet, lower legs, upper legs, back muscles, belly muscles, chest muscles. Feel your chest area, both shoulders, and relax. To feel your chest area and both shoulders and to relax, you can just take a deep breath slowly and slowly breathe out. Feel how your upper body is relaxing while you are breathing out. Feel your upper arms, lower arms, palms, fingers and fingertips. The way you are keeping your palms and the fingers, you can feel how the fingers are touching each other. Feel your neck area. You are keeping your neck straight. You can feel the weight of the head on your neck. Feel your facial muscles and relax. To relax your facial muscles, just invite a gentle smile into your face and feel how the muscles are relaxed in your face. Feel your forehead and the top of your head and relax. Relax your body. Relax your body. Relax your body. Be with your body right here. You are relaxed. Everything is peaceful, calm, and quiet. Now it's time to find out your mind, your present mind. Find out your present mind. And observe what is really going on there. What is happening in your mind in this moment? Grab your mind. Your mind is jumping here and there. So many thoughts, various types of thoughts are occurring in your mind. Yes, now you are observing how the thoughts are occurring in your mind. Thoughts are popping up one after the other. Observe all these thoughts and notice them without any judgment or cultivation of these thoughts. Just observe and notice. Some thoughts are pleasant thoughts, some thoughts are unpleasant thoughts. There may be wholesome thoughts or unwholesome thoughts. No matter what they are, just let them occur, but observe mindfully. Some thoughts are related to past. Some thoughts are related to future. Some thoughts are occurring related to present, whatever you are experiencing right now. They are just thoughts, thoughts, thoughts. Observing your mind and noticing the thoughts, you understand how your mind is functioning. That is your natural mind. Be with your mind. With that understanding, now you can generate a wholesome thought purposefully in your mind. In this meditation, we are generating loving kindness, the thoughts of loving friendliness, the universal friendliness, loving kindness. What a beautiful thought that you can cultivate in your mind. To understand the nature of the loving kindness, you can just imagine a beautiful baby is in front of you having a nice smile, looking at you. Your mind may be full of love, caring, compassion. You see a beautiful flower, a bird. That is true love, unconditional love. Such a wholesome thought now you are going to cultivate in your mind for yourself and all other beings. Trust yourself. You have that capacity within yourself. Your mind has that potential. The guidance will help you to cultivate loving kindness. You can start from yourself. As an individual, think about yourself, the person sitting right here, this being. Generate loving kindness for yourself, to your body, your mind, to your life. Listen to the guidance mindfully. Repeat them in your mind and generate loving kindness. Be with the guidance. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I be safe. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. May my mind be well. Be healthy. Be healed. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. Generate loving kindness and radiate throughout your body, wishing a healthy body. Radiate loving kindness into each and every parts of the body, into all the systems, internal organs, functions of the body. Deeply appreciating the support of all these parts, the systems, the organs of the body. Radiate loving kindness throughout the entire body. Even in this moment, the organs, the systems, they are functioning for you. Deeply appreciate that support. Radiate loving kindness from the skin to the internal organ of the body. May my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May the skin of my body, the muscles and the bones of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate loving kindness into the internal functions, the organs, the systems, including the respiratory system, the vital function of the body, the cardiovascular system, cardiac muscles, the digestive system, the genitourinary system, the central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, the immune system, the brain, all the sensory faculties, the sensory organs, the eyes, ears, nose, and tongue. Deeply appreciating the support which helps to maintain your healthy life. Radiate loving kindness throughout the body. May all these systems of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May all the internal organs and the functions of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. Observe your present mind. Your mind is peaceful. It's full of loving kindness. Feel your body. You are relaxed. Now it's time to expand your loving kindness beyond yourself. The loving kindness you are generating is boundless, no limits. Now you can expand your loving kindness to all other beings. Extend the same wishes of loving kindness to everyone else without exception, to all beings, tiny ones, large ones, visible or invisible, living near or far away places. Expand your boundless loving kindness. Let's start from here. Think about the friends who are practicing this meditation with you, who are sitting around you as a spiritual community. Let's share our loving kindness with each other. Extend your wishes of loving kindness and feel the loving kindness of others. May all these friends who are practicing meditation with me right here be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all these friends be safe, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Let's expand our loving kindness beyond this room. Wherever you are practicing this meditation, think about anyone else in your life, your beloved ones, your family members, relatives, your friends, neighbors, co-workers, anyone else in your life. Think about them and extend the same wishes for them. May all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all of them be safe, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed, be healed. Now expand your loving kindness beyond the circle of the beloved ones. There are so many other beings, not only human beings. You can extend your genuine wishes of loving kindness to all beings, including all the animals, all the other creatures. Sitting here, expand your loving kindness more and more to all beings living in this neighborhood, in neighboring neighborhoods, in this city, in neighboring cities, in this country, in this world. in this universe. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May all beings be safe. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. Extend your loving kindness into every direction, to all beings living in every direction. Extend your wishes of loving kindness into the direction of the front, back, left, right, above and below. May all beings living in every direction be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Repeat it in your mind and generate loving kindness. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Keep repeating it and generate loving kindness. I'll chant the same in Pali. Listening to the chanting, generate loving kindness. Repeat. May all beings have happy minds. Sabhi Santa Bhavantu Sukhi Tanta Sabbi Santa Bhavantu Sukhi Tanta Sabbi Santa Bhavantu Sukhi tatta sabbi tatta bhavantu sukhi tatta sabbi tatta bhavantu sukhi tatta. Observe your mind, how your mind is relaxed, it's peaceful. Loving kindness has made your mind peaceful. Enjoy the peace and be relaxed. With your peaceful mind and with your relaxed body, now you can gently move your attention into your breath to practice breathing meditation in next few minutes as a silent meditation. You are observing your own in-breath and out-breath. If you have changed your posture, better to keep your upper body upright and take a deep breath slowly and hold it for a while and slowly breathe out. And feel the area in between your upper lip and nostrils. And feel the chest area, both shoulders. Any changes happening while you are breathing in and breathing out. Observe all these sensations. Take few more deep breaths and then you can come back to your natural breath. Keeping your awareness in between your upper lip and nostrils. Mindfully breathe in and mindfully breathe out. Be with your breath. Different other thoughts may occur in your mind. You are spending the last few minutes in this meditation. Try your best to be with the breath. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out. Observe how your mind is jumping to several other thoughts. Take 5 mindful breaths to conclude this meditation. Dukkhappatthāca niddukkha bhayappatthāca nibbhaya Sukhappatthāca nissukha Hontu sabbepi May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of the meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. And let's take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have this peaceful meditation in our life. And let's deeply feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers in the past who transmitted this practice, this wisdom, this teaching from generation to generation. And also, you can appreciate the guidance and the instructions you received for this meditation today. And let's deeply feel grateful to anyone else who helped us to practice this meditation peacefully and who arranged this place for you, cleaned this place for you, who are taking care of this center for you. Let's deeply feel grateful for them. And even these non-living things that we are using for our meditation, the cushion, the chair you are sitting on, this device which help to connect to this meditation, this bell and everything. Deeply feeling gratitude to everyone and everything. Let's say sadhu 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, it was so nice to have you. Thank you, Bante, for the guidance and also the special chanting you did, and it was so helpful. Any sharing or questions about your meditation? Yes. Yes.
Something I was thinking about that's sort of puzzled me for a while is I don't know if I'm supposed to be feeling something when I'm wondering or generating feelings of loving kindness. Like I can imagine the
Hmm.
the visual appearance of my loved ones, friends, coworkers, or animals, living beings. That like it's not like a for me. I can't feel this like feeling I would feel if I were to like see my dog or like see my loved ones in real life. So I can imagine them, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be feeling something specific.
Yeah, it's a good question actually. Yes. So I think in loving kindness, um, we try to tap into that, that feeling, and that's why we sometimes, ask also like imagine little baby, or like see how you feel when you're petting a puppy or kitten. So that's the kind of we try to give you ignition through that, like a prime. And but sometimes we get that feeling. But I think as a practice, what we can do is gradually expanding our wish. We may not know people living far away from us in other countries, and we may not have seen them, but we know that they are there. So therefore, we can just make a wish. And then when we make that wish, when we focus our mind on different people, we may see different images. So that's what we can do. But there is a point when we do it, and then we will feel it. But it's not something we can force. And what we can just do, keep repeating these wishes, keep repeating these wishes and genuinely make that wishes, and then genuinely wishing all these people, all these beings to be free from suffering and be well and happy. We just we just generate thoughts, and the thoughts will also give us images, but thoughts create feelings later. So but we cannot forcefully generate the feeling. So our goal is just to make good wishes, and then there are moments and points we feel that in our heart. Any sharing of your loving kindness meditation? Anyone would like to share? How do you?
I just want to say, his voice is so beautiful. It naturally makes me feel calm and peaceful. Thank you, Bante.
Okay. So these days, during this, we are in a special 3 months period from July full moon to October full moon, what we call Vasana period. And during this 3 months period, as monks, we and also as practitioners, we are supposed to do a little bit extra practices, put more attention, little bit more intensive kinds of practices. So we have, and as a part of that, we have been discussing different themes, and also try to follow a particular practice through the week. So last week, I gave a challenge to all of you. Try to practice that challenge throughout the week. Do you remember the challenge? Who can remember? Yes. Can you share with others?
We're supposed to practice basically mindful speaking. Look for an opportunity to speak mindfully.
Yes. Thank you. And the specific challenge I gave you?
Pause before you continue the conversation.
Yes. Yeah. And I invite you to catch yourself when you have urge to speak before the other person is completes finishes the speaking, and notice that urge, and then feel it, and then take a moment, even if person has spoken already, and take another second before you reply, and try to reply with conscious choosing the words and also choosing the tone. That was the challenge. Any challenges or any problems that you encountered of trying to do that? I catch myself many times when I was talking to people over the phone, and when they are talking, I already forming my answer. And I catch myself, oh, wait, until I really have to listen to this person first before I reply.
But they
Yes.
found during the children's program,
Hmm.
I'm not around children very much, and I caught myself a few times having to listen to the children because I, get excited and want to talk to the children and speak, and pausing and listening to them speak before
Before, yeah.
talk over them.
Thank you, yeah. Thank you. Someone shared with us, right, Bhante, yesterday, there are some people who don't stop talking, and then in that case, what we supposed to do? Yeah, so in that case, we have to intervene, but at least wait until they finish one topic, before they move to the next topic. Okay. So this week theme, as you have received in your reminder email, this week theme is going to be saving lives. It's very much related to the meditation we just did, loving kindness meditation. So So different weeks we try to practice one simple practice and then try to experience it, but then we can continue those practices throughout the life, but we try to like focus on one thing and try to really understand it. So we are trying to focus on this idea of saving lives. Means that we live with so many other beings in this world, our fellow human beings, and there are also other beings. So of course we are not the only inhabitants on this earth and on this space, and there are many other living beings too. So when we live with others, we actually share the space. We share the resources with other beings. And of course, animals is one beings, but in Buddhist understanding, in addition to human beings and animals, there are also other beings, which we may not be able to catch to our naked eyes, but there are other beings too. But anyway, at least we know that there are animals in addition to human beings. So in our loving kindness meditation, we try to expand our loving kindness as wide as we can, and not only limit ourselves to the people who are known to us. We are also going to people who we not have met yet, and we try to expand it to all people, all human beings, and even expanding it beyond human beings to all other forms of lives and all other animals. And then making that wish, and also try to live our life in a way that we will not disturb or we will not harm or hurt other living beings is a real challenge. It's a real challenge. But that's the goal, So we have to in our practice we should try our best to be as less harmful as we can. Sometimes certain harm is inevitable, because when we live, we occupy a space. By simply the fact that you occupy the space, you don't allow any other creature to come to that place. So so there are inevitable disturbances that we are doing, but there are also sometimes we do intentional harm, or maybe hurting or harming other living beings because of lack of attention, lack of care, and lack of concern. So in our spiritual practice, we want to develop a mind, develop a life that we are quite mindful of the beings living with us, and we are quite concerned about their well-being, because all living beings, though they are human or non-human, though they will look like us or not, as all living beings, we share the same life. And as long as and in Pali we use the term pana, right, Bhante? So in the 5 precepts, in the first precept is related to life. So you say panatipata. So the pana means, Bhante, breath. So any being who is breathing, so we call breathing beings, have life. And any breathing being is also experiencing suffering. So in the reminder email, you got a quote from Bhante Gunaratana that even a little creature is trying to avoid pain. You can just test with a simple ant, and they will shock with the pain, and they will try to avoid the pain. They will do their best to avoid pain. Why? Pain is suffering for them. So that is the criteria we use. Like if anyone is capable of suffering, that means he is a living being, and we need to respect that. So to expand our concern beyond human beings and beyond to all living beings is our spiritual practice. So we try to that is our goal, and then So I'm going to read, some section from this Buddhist text called Dhammapada. This is one of the smallest Buddhist texts and most, commonly used Buddhist text. And this is direct words from the Buddha. And because you may get chance to read a lot of books in bookstores and online, but they are good commentaries, and people have, written a lot about the teachings of the Buddha, but they are commentary. They are not the words from the original words of the Buddha. If you want to hear the original words of the Buddha, this is the one of the books that you can read, Dhammapada. So here there's one whole section on violence. So let me read some parts. All tremble at violence, all fear death. Seeing others as being like yourself, do not kill or cause others to kill. So here we see all tremble at violence means, everyone is, like afraid of, pain, and all fear death. Seeing others as being like yourself, do not kill or cause others to kill. That is what you call the golden rule. You had heard about the golden rule, like do unto others what you want you to. Can you say that?
As you would have them do unto you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That golden rule is present in all religions, and this is exactly what you find in the Buddhist text. Seeing others as being like yourself, do not kill or cause others to kill. All tremble at violence. Life is dear to all. Seeing others as being like yourself, do not kill or cause others to kill. If desiring happiness, you use violence to harm living beings who desire happiness too, you won't find happiness by doing violence to others. So this is very, kind of paradox, irony, right? So we ourselves desire happiness, and in order to achieve our happiness, we cause harm or hurt or violence to others, other beings who are also treasure happiness. In our pursuit of happiness, we destroy someone else's happiness. If that is the case, we will not be truly happy. If desiring happiness, you don't use violence to harm living beings who desire happiness, you will find happiness here and hereafter. So, and then there's another discourse Buddha asks us to cultivate this, because we have this tendency. I think when we think about other beings, we are also afraid of other beings quite a bit. Do you have other creatures that you are really, really afraid of? Wasps, yes. We have quite a bit here. Wasps. Any other animals that you are in? Snakes, right? Yeah. People somehow, I don't know, it's genetic, we are so afraid of snakes. Panthea, do you have to be afraid of snakes? What do you think?
Yeah, but I love, but I'm afraid of the snakes. Even here, not the poisonous one we find. I think in this area we don't find rattlesnakes and so on, right? In this area,
We have only garden snake.
find here?
But there are rattlesnakes in
Here?
Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania.
Yeah, in
Absolutely.
Pennsylvania, but not maybe here, but we rat snake.
We only have garden snakes here.
Yeah, they are so innocent.
But anyway, so we can see, when we talk about those names, even it can create, tension, it create fear in us. So the one of the reason that we harm or hurt others is because of our fear. And if you truly think about snakes, I don't know whether you agree with me. I think snakes are one of the most innocent beings. Helpless, most helpless beings. Because snakes are very vulnerable to being harmed by others. Even a bird can harm them. Even simple dog and cat can kill them. And they have no legs to run and no wings to fly. They only can hide. And the last resort they have is the poison. That's all. I have seen how the dogs play with snakes, and innocent snakes try to escape as much as he can, but these dogs simply push them here, bite them here, and play with that snakes.
Actually, Bhante, the verse that you mentioned in Dhammapada,
Hmm.
Buddha uttered that for
Yes.
a group of kids, group of children, they were playing and tried to kill an innocent snake.
Yeah.
Buddha saw them, then Buddha went them and
Yeah,
uttered
thank you, Bhante.
taught that
Yeah,
lesson.
yeah. So the group of children were playing with the snakes and tried, and harming that snakes, maybe out of fear, maybe harming the snakes. And so the Buddha saw that and explained this children, do you like to be beaten by a rod? How do you feel when someone beat you from a rod? How you feel when you are wounded? And exactly the same pain is felt by this innocent creature. So helping them to understand, that. And, right. So anyway, so and therefore, actually, if you really deeply think about that, instead of being, afraid, we develop some kind of compassion. And it doesn't mean that you should go and hug them. Yeah, but leave them aside. They are not harmful as long as we don't harm them. We grew up in a tropical country, Sri Lanka, and we have a lot of snakes, a lot of bugs, a lot of creatures, and our house has so many beings in addition to human beings. Yeah, any house has so many beings. They live over there, and when we sleep, we can see on the ceiling. There are, yeah, right. Yeah, it's lizards, and so many creatures. Yeah, lot of lizards, and what to do? Tropical country. You cannot, in tropical countries, you don't seal your homes because you need air to come and flow. It's not sealed like this. You have, air holes, and so any creature can come. And some people's, in sealing, there are whole families living. Yeah. so it's a common thing to live with other animals. And we find a lot of snakes, and particularly in the forest monasteries, we are live with all the kinds of animals. The snakes are all over the place, and other animals. And but when you practice loving kindness, and genuinely when you practice loving kindness, animals can feel you as non-threatening. Animals can become fierce, and they can be harmful when they feel a threat. When they feel a threat, and their poison will come out. When they feel a threat, their teeth will come out, and otherwise they are quite innocent. So when you practice loving kindness, you become a person, and you create a kind of aura around you that you don't feel threatening to others, not only to animals but even to human beings. You develop that kind of aura. So that is why Buddha say that as people, we should try to be we should renounce rod and sword. That means we should renounce weapons, and we should be scrupulous, and also always caring, and then full of sympathy for all living beings. And so to kind of develop a lifestyle, develop an attitude that I'm not threatening. I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat or a burden or a disturbance for other living beings as much as we can. And it will be challenging, but I think as human beings, as sensible human beings, as seeing that all living beings, whether they are small or big, and that's our practice. David, can you turn to the Loving Kindness Sutra? The last part. Maybe we all can turn and read that. In Loving Kindness Sutra that we chant every day for you. That's yeah. Can you read the translation from verse number 4? Yes.
Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long, large, or medium size, short, subtle, or gross.
Continue. Next one also.
Visible or invisible, living near or far, born or those coming to birth, may all beings have happy minds.
So you go through all different categories of beings, like without exception, weak or strong, long, large, medium-sized, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, near, living near or far, born or those coming to birth. Who are those ones? The born animals and the animals who are still in the process of coming to birth.
It may be broader than we initially assumed, right?
Yeah.
Could be somebody in the womb, like a
Yes.
animal in the womb, or it could
Yes.
be somebody that's not yet there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even including eggs.
Mm.
So like beings who are already born and beings who are already or still in the process of becoming. And so that's our loving kindness. We kind of trying to expand, and may all beings have happy minds. That is what Bhante, just mentioned, and he actually chanted, the same verse in Pali. Yes.
So Bhante, if they're like it says invisible or visible, like if they're like spirits living in your home and you sort of tame them with your loving kindness.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, there are 11 benefits. If you are a regular practitioner of loving kindness meditation, there are 11 benefits. We don't have time to explain them. And one is you will be able to sleep well. You will be able to sleep well tonight, for example. But doing loving kindness meditation one time will not be enough. You need to. One is being able to sleep well and not having nightmares and all these things. And also your countenance, your face expression become very pleasant and inviting. But one of such, such benefits is called become pleasant to non-human beings. Being pleasant to human beings and also being pleasant to non-human beings includes animals and all other beings who are not human. Yes, if there are other beings living in the same space, they will disturb you if they feel you are a threat. But if you are a person who is generating this loving kindness often to all living beings, they will not disturb, right? And we actually do this chanting. I mean, when people have complaints about haunted places, and they cannot live peacefully, there are some disturbances, and we go and chant this sutra and also another sutra, and we practice loving kindness meditation in that space as a way of clearing or as a way of appeasing them. Anyway, we live with so many other beings. I mean, it's not something strange. It's not something we have to be afraid of. Just like we live with birds, live with ants, and we live with other spirits. We just have to, be kind to each other. And again, we are so afraid of ghosts and spirits because you see a lot of movies, a lot of stories, Halloween stories or other things. But they are also like beings, just like birds and other creatures. Yeah. So everyone afraid of everyone trembles at violence. Everyone afraid of death. Everyone treasure their life. We accept it and respect it and be kind. Then we'll be safe.
What about something like lanternflies, where
Lanternflies, yes, yes.
Like if you get rid of them,
Yeah.
So what is the thought with that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, someone also asked the same question. I went to at the university, right? Remember, I went to university, Carnegie Mellon University. As a part of the orientation program, they had meditation sessions for new students. So one student asked the same question. These days they have a kind of like an epidemic of lanternflies, and he's saying that they are not native to this area. They're not native to this area, so they are disturbing the whole balance of the nature, and they are disturbing the crops. So what we supposed to do? See. So I told him, if they're not native to this area, I don't believe that they themselves have come here. There should be some human intervention, right? If they're not native to this area, how come they are here? We may have done some mistake. Like that's human beings. We might have brought them here, and now they're stranded and they're not, following, and they are not, they may be disturbing the ecosystem. So we have to accept first of all the imbalance that they are not the one who made the imbalance. It should be some human intervention. So we have to accept that first. So your question is, are we,
Smush or not to smush?
so are we supposed to kill them, or I mean,
Right.
yeah,
That's
I don't know.
kind of the guidance is.
Yeah, I think.
Makes it.
Of course, as yeah, it can be really practical question when you have crops and agriculture. People have to, people have to do things. I think maybe that's why we have some authorities, authoritative bodies to like really do, do the research and do, decide what they can do. But as individual person, do we supposed to go around them and catch them and kill them? I don't know. That should be our duty, I mean, so whoever authorities, they have to make a decision for the greater good. But again, that's a question who to decide. But there are other, very, skillful ways to do that. I heard that, how, in the US, how they try to control malaria in South America. Is that every year they breed particular kind of mosquito in the USA, and billions of them, and they breed them, but they are sterilized mosquitoes, and they go to South America and they release them over the planes, billions of those mosquitoes throughout South America, and then when they mate with other mosquitoes, they don't give birth. Excellent, solution, right?
I think they do that with the screw fly too. The same idea is to keep them from coming up through Central America and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's kind of the idea.
So I mean, so those things could be done by those respective authorities. Yeah. Yes.
I have a related anecdote. You might have heard this story, but I heard this on a Dharma talk. There was a meditation center in California, and their building had termites.
Oh,
And, yeah, and so
going to fall down.
yeah, they tried many options to get rid of the termites. They basically exhausted all their options. They came down to they have to fumigate the building, kill all the termites, or they're going to lose their building. And so they had everyone come together. All the practitioners came together, and they had a blessing service
Yeah.
for the termites.
Awesome. Yeah.
And they eventually did have to get rid of them. But
So at least you have some
Yeah.
concern, right?
yeah, there's some concern.
Concern,
They
yeah.
tried every option. So
Yeah.
they're-
And you're asking forgiveness, and then genuinely chanting blessings, and maybe they may be born in a better birth,
Right.
So, another life. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So our challenge for the next week. Are we ready? Don't worry. Now you can talk as you wish. This week. No, I mean, but if you find this useful to like stay, until the other person finishes speaking, maybe you can continue that. That will be very helpful, because so the challenge for next 7 days is this: try to be mindful of possible harmful acts to other creatures. Even when we clean things, even when we clean our sink, for example, bring a little bit more mindfulness, just to make sure that there are no other little creatures who will be washed away with our washing. Just bring a little bit more attention, and just for one week, okay, just for 1 week. So try to notice, and also try to notice a stranded small creature. Try to notice. If you'll be lucky, if you're lucky, you will find one. A small stranded, creature, maybe a bug, maybe, I mean, there are bugs over here, they're stranded, right? They are, so any bug or whatever creature, Notice a stranded small creature and help it to find a safer place and live little longer. Just help one creature to live little longer. That's your challenge. Try your best during this week and at least help one living being to live little longer. Okay, so that will be the challenge. Okay, let's try our best. Okay, and please report to us next week. How did you do? Did you find at least one creature that you as one of the other living beings, you help that living being to live a little longer? So let's try our best to do that. Okay, with that, let us move to the other part of the program. You can turn to page number 14. This is the time that we can share our merits with all others. By coming to this practice and doing this meditation together, we have generated so much goodness in our heart and good merits, good karma. And it is the time that we can share this good karma, good merits with all other beings. First of all, let us recall to our mind our departed family members, our ancestors, people who loved us so much, who are no more with us today. Let us think about them and share these merits with them. May all our departed relatives, friends, and teachers, may they be benefited from these merits. May they be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukita huntu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukita huntu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukita huntu ñātayo. Let us also share merits with all other living beings. If there's any being who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ettavata ca amhi sambhatam punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this awesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this awesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana, purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have careless wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful. We will now do our blessing chant. We are going to chant the Loving Kindness Sutra. And this particular sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. We are going to chant the same sutra for you, wishing you good health, peace, and happiness. May you receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. May you receive the blessings of the wholesome vibration we are generating now. May you receive the blessings of the loving kindness we are directing towards you. By the power of these blessings, may you be blessed with peace and happiness, and strength and courage to overcome difficulties in your life. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, friends, people who need help, Keep them in your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya matta kusalena yantam santam padam abhisamicce sakko jocha sojocha suvacho chasammudu anatimani santos sakocha subarocha ampakinchocha sallahuka buddhi Samprinriyocha nipakocha ampakambo kulesu ananugindu nacha kundang samachare kinchena vinyo pare upavadeyam sukhino agemino hontu sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitanta ye kechivana bhutanti tasavathavarava anavasesadikavaye mahantava majjimarasakanukathuladittava eva additha yecha dure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhavesi sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitanta naparo parannikumbete nati manyete kanta cinang kanche vyarosana patika sanya nanya manyasya dukkha micceya matayatani puntang ayusa eka punta manurakke evam pe sabba bhutesu manasang bhavaye aparimanang mittang ca sabba lokasmin manasang bhavaye aparimanang uddang adoca tiriyang asambadang avirang asapantang titang carang nisinno sayano vayavatansa vigadamindo etang sating aditteya brahmametang viharang idamaho ditting ca anupaganna silava dasanena sampanno kamesu viniyagedang nahi jatu gambaseyang punareti etena sanca vajjena sonti te hotu sambada etena sanca vajjena Sambharogo vinasatu etena sanca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalam Sabbetiyo vivajjantu Sambharogo vinasatu mate bhavantantarayu Sukhi Digayuko Bhava Bhavatu Sabbha Mangalang Rakkantu Sabbha Devata Sabbha Buddhanubhavena Sada Sunti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabbha Mangalang Rakkantu Sabbha Devata Sabbha Dhammanubhavena Sada Sunti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabbha Mangalang Rakkantu Sabbha Devata Sabbha Sanghanubhavena Sada Sunti Bhavantu Te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Let us try to recall to our mind whatever kind deed that we were able to do during our past few days. Think about your past week or past few days. Recall to your mind whatever kind deed that you were able to do to someone. Any simple act of kindness, helping someone, listening to someone, sharing things with others. Let us rejoice these opportunities to be kind to others. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about your past few days and recall to your mind a help or kindness or care you receive from others. An actual moment, someone was kind to you. Or you noticed or you saw someone was kind to someone else. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. It was so nice to hear you all. Really appreciate your participation, your commitment and practice. And I have a few announcements. In a few weeks, we are going to have our food festival. And we really appreciate your support. You know that, this whole center runs by donations of, well wishes. And that's how we live and that's how the center survives. So we appreciate, your support. So we will have our food festival. Sri Lankan families will prepare Sri Lankan food, and you don't get chance to eat Sri Lankan food here. And it's a fundraiser. We have flyers outside. Maybe someone can distribute the flyers. Yeah. So please take them and try to bring your friends and families. It's on 13th September on Saturday in the afternoon from 3 p.m. onwards. And so it's going to be a beautiful day, and you will get Sri Lankan food. And we will also give a temple tour for new people. So even people who may not like to meditate, they can still like to eat and yet have your dinner. So it's a good time to bring your family. Yeah. So that is on 30th. And then the following week, following 2 weeks, or following week, we are having our annual meditation retreat. So it's a 2 days, at a 2.5 day retreats that will be on September 19th, 20th, and 21st. 19th Friday evening, and then 20th and 21st as 2 weekends. It's a non-residential retreat, but we start at 9 a.m. and go until the evening. So it's a good opportunity for you to have some more committed deep practice. And we have invited a well-experienced meditation teacher, Bhante Rahul. You may have, I learned from him. He's experienced meditation master who had a lot of long experience meditating in India and Sri Lanka in the caves, and he has a lot to offer. So senior master. So once a year we would like to give you exposure to such a master. So please register for that, and you will receive emails soon about that. That is on September 19th and 20th and 21. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Oh, yes. We also want to appreciate support we receive from our volunteers and others. And we had a very, very successful children's camp last weekend. We have been busy on these days. So last week, Sunday, we had a beautiful camp, and appreciate we have, and thank you for all your help. And I think we had about 38 children, and they all enjoyed the programs. We taught them respect, and that's what we taught them, how to be respectful. So they learn, and we have a lot of programs. So I really appreciate everyone's help for that. Okay, thank you, people who joined our YouTube. Really appreciate your participation and look forward to see you again. And please remember the challenge. At least save one living being during this week and be kind. And also remember the food festival and the meditation. One is food for the body, other one is food for the mind. So same thing is happening in the same month. Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate. Good night to all. Please come to have blessing string if you like to.